Good evening, everyone. This is Scott with the Scottman. We're here to do a driving video today. We're going to be heading north on Interstate 275 here in the state of Michigan in its entirety. So we're starting off here at I-275 down in the far southern or southeastern part of Michigan, just north of Monroe, Michigan. And we're going to be heading all the way to where Interstate 275 ends up at I-96 and I-696 up in the Novi and Farmington Hills area. So we got quite a ways to go in this video, but it should be a nice one because it is really nice out, nice and sunny. Other than just some really high clouds, like very thin clouds. It's pretty clear out and it's pretty warm out too. My current thermometer is reading 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Convert that to Celsius, it's around 29 degrees. So pretty typical for early August here. So I have previously filmed a video on southbound 275, but now we're going to do northbound today. However, for southbound 275, I broke that up into two parts. I'm going to be doing this all in one. Because why not? But yeah, can't believe it's early August already. It's like July went by really quickly. It's like I did a lot of stuff during the month of July, where of course I did a big trip out to northern Utah around the 4th of July weekend, and then the weekend after that I did a day trip up to the Tawas area of Michigan. 1 week later I went to Petwater to Silver Lake, Michigan, over on the other side of the state. But yeah, this week it's been kind of light though, just because like it's been pretty hot to where I not really want to go anywhere too far during the weekend. But at the same time, there are a couple of restaurants I wanted to revisit, especially for like Instagram, because if you don't follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend that you do, because I post a lot of things that I normally don't post here on YouTube. Because as you know, with my YouTube channel, which of course I've been using to upload things for the past 15 years and counting. So I've been posting all my YouTube videos, all my different travels, and of course my driving videos, food videos, different things like that. And I generally upload twice a week, where Mondays are usually my vlogs, whether they're like travel vlogs or walking tours, food tours, anything in the realm of that. Yeah, it's pretty interesting that you got miles signage even going all the way to Lansing, even the Flint, like 88 miles of Flint. But we don't even go we're not even gonna get close to Flint in this video. It's like to get to Flint, you have to go all the way up to I-96 and then go west to US 23 and then take that north to Flint. Anyway, so what I was saying is, oh man, I already forgot what I was talking about. Oh, that's right, YouTube. And then Thursdays are my driving videos. On Instagram, because Instagram you can post, well, it has photos and videos. However, of course, you can post photos and of course you can post short form videos called Reels, where on YouTube it's called Shorts. And then on TikTok, I don't know what they call it. People just call it TikToks or short videos. I don't know, but they're called Reels on Instagram. And I've been posting something every day where I have a lot of different content on there. Where I'll have content for anywhere from like different reels that could be anywhere from like 6, 7, or 8 seconds long to as much as like half a minute on average, I would say. So there's a lot of content that goes on there, like short form content, which does not end up on here. Or there could be a lot of things I upload on Instagram that are short form, but I eventually upload the same thing but in a much longer format here on YouTube. Like for example, like a lot of times when I go to different restaurants and I might post like an Instagram reel, I'll it may not come up on YouTube, especially if it's a restaurant I've been to before, but it could be a part of a restaurant tour I'm filming here on YouTube. Because there are some restaurants in the downriver area of Michigan where I filmed a few different Instagram reels. However, I did post a restaurant tour for the downriver communities in Wayne County, Michigan. It was a full-length food tour or restaurant tour, which of course went up on YouTube. So, but anyway, definitely check out my stuff on Instagram along with YouTube. So anyway, getting back to what I was talking about before that, so I was filming a couple of Instagram reels because I went to 2 restaurants I have been to before, and they have been featured on YouTube before. So the first place was in Detroit's Midtown area. I went to a place called Royale with Cheese, which is a place that specializes in really good burgers, and it's named after one of the scenes from the movie Pulp Fiction where Samuel L. Jackson and John Travolta were talking about. It's a very popular scene where they're driving the car and they're talking about that John Travolta's character went to Paris, but they didn't call burgers, they called them Royale with Cheese. So basically the name of the restaurant comes from that scene from Pulp Fiction. And they got some really good burgers in there, like some of the best I've had in the entire Detroit area. And now passing through Will Carlton Road, so we're now entering Wayne County, just got out of Monroe County. So anyway, so I went to Royale with Cheese for lunch, had a really good burger for lunch, so I got to film something for Instagram. And then for dinner, I went into Dearborn, and I went to a restaurant called Sheba, which is a Yemeni restaurant where they got like food from like Yemen and the rest of like the Middle East and like the Eastern Mediterranean. I covered the restaurant technically in 2 videos. Because I have back when I used to do like one-off YouTube videos called Travel the Lights, where I just went to one restaurant. I have a Travel the Lights video on Sheba that I did like several years ago. And then 2 years ago, I did a Middle Eastern restaurant tour in Dearborn, and I went back to Sheba. So now I went back for a 3rd time and to film some content for Instagram. And I have to tell you, the food there is phenomenal. It's like I have not traveled to the Middle East yet, excluding Istanbul. Because Istanbul, I would say, is kind of like, it's like the edge of Europe and the Middle East. Because I think they even call it like a gateway to the Middle East. Get over there at some point, although maybe not right now. Things are a little crazy over there right now, so probably not the best idea, at least in the short term. Anyway, so the food was fantastic. Really enjoyed it. And now I'm filming this driving video, and we got an airplane coming in for a landing over at the Detroit Metro Airport. And this exit here, this is Willow Road, or not Willow Road, that's further east, Huron Road. So if you get off at this exit, make a right turn, you'll go right into Willow Metro Park, which is a pretty nice park down in the far southern, like the southern outskirts of the Metro Detroit area. This specific stretch here, I have seen a lot of people get pulled over in here, so it's like, yeah, definitely, yeah, make sure you're not going way too fast. going all the way down to I-75. Generally, traffic on this, people are usually going to and from either Ohio or down to like the Monroe area. And this exit here, this is Sibley Road. Sibley Road will take you east out toward the different downriver communities. So I think that'll take you over toward Woodhaven, almost like the Trent area, maybe, if not to Riverview, maybe just to the south. But yeah, this is a cool part of 275 to drive on, because you'll get to see airplanes either landing or taking off depending on the wind direction. But yeah, I believe the wind's coming out of the north, which explains why the airplanes are coming in from the south or southwest. Although I feel like most of the time when I'm on a flight coming back to Detroit, I tend to be coming in from the north. And here is one of the two exits for Detroit Metro Airport. So if you're coming from the south, this is the exit you're going to want to take to get to Metro Airport. This is Eureka Road. So if you get off here, you make a right turn, you'll head over to the south end of Detroit Metro Airport. And there's a special exit ramp that'll take you straight over there. And I don't know if I'll be able to get it on video or not. There's an airplane that's coming in almost right over us right now. Yep, there it is. Bet you don't see that many driving videos. But yeah, that was wicked awesome, I have to say. So what's going to be really nice for basically once you get up to North Line Road, which is this next bridge we're about to go over, pretty much from coming up about like less than half a mile all the way up to like the I-96 East and M14 interchange, they have just completed in general a major reconstruction project. Yeah, I do apologize for the sun glare right now, because this is one of two stretches where we're almost going due west, like right here, and then again once we get past I-94. But they have done a major reconstruction project where they've resurfaced the freeway. Oh yeah, starting here. So you got brand new concrete. It is really, really nice. But it's like this year right now, they're doing like final touches. So they're periodically having lanes closed during the weekends. Thankfully not for northbound this evening, but definitely if you're going south. And yeah, this is the interchange for I-94. Whereas I-94 East, that'll take you toward Detroit. And of course, there's another exit for Detroit Metro Airport. And then of course go west, that'll take you out toward Ann Arbor, Ypsilanti, and then continue through the western part of the state toward Kalamazoo. Then eventually head over to northwest Indiana, and then to northern Illinois to get over towards Chicago. Yeah, there is a lot of smoke over to the north over there. It's like that, yeah, does not look normal. The good news though is we're going away from that. So yeah, this is the second part where we're going to be driving pretty much into the sun, but it'll get better after this curve over here, because starting there we'll be pretty much heading north the rest of the way. seeing where the smoke is, we might be getting a closer look because it's a little bit further west than I thought, but I think it's over where the landfill is. So I think it's probably, so it must be stuff going on at the landfill. So yeah, with this the reconstruction project, yeah, they put down brand new concrete on both sides, and because the road surface was pretty bad before they did this reconstruction project, so that's been really nice. Of course, now with this being done, they're working on all the other freeways. That's how it is in Michigan. It's like you complete one freeway and then two more freeways at the same time go under heavy construction. When those finish up in 3, then they'll start up on 3. And this is the exit for E-Course Road. Take E-Course Road west, I'll take you out toward Willow Run Airport. Smoke anymore. It was probably, I think it might have been one of the landfills maybe, but I don't know. There is gonna be a car that's gonna want to get over from the far right lane to the middle lane, so I'm gonna get over for right now. But yeah, it's like in this area, of course, you got a lot of landfills, and every once in a while you can smell it a little bit, and it's not very comforting, but fortunately it doesn't last very long. Okay, now I can get back over. So passing up Van Buren Road back there, we're now in Canton Township, Michigan, just got out of Van Buren Township. And this is the exit for US Highway 12, or Michigan Avenue. Michigan Avenue East will take you into Wayne, to Inkster, and then eventually over to Dearborn before it ends up over in downtown Detroit. And of course it goes right through Detroit's Corktown neighborhood, Detroit's oldest neighborhood, with a lot of fantastic restaurants. And of course, newly reopened Michigan Central Station. And then US Highway 12 going west to get in the direction toward Ypsilanti, and eventually connects with I-94. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm not driving on southbound 275 today, because it's down to 1 lane, although traffic gets a lot lighter in the evening, but it's nice having all lanes open for doing this driving video. Speaking of that, this was down to 1 lane last weekend. I was originally planning to film this video last weekend, however, because it was down to 1 lane, I knew it would be not too fun to film that, so I ended up filming some other driving videos instead. But we're doing this one now. And yeah, over there used to be a rest area, but they got rid of that. And I don't think they'll put a new one in there. So yeah, this stretch of 275 can be a lot more busy because it is a way for everybody living in the western and northwestern suburbs of Detroit to go to the airport. For example, like you live in Canton or Westland or Plymouth, Northville, Novi, Farmington Hills, Farmington, Wixom, Walled Lake, Commerce Township, West Bloomfield, those areas. You're generally going to be taking not just chain restaurants. But it can get really busy on Ford Road, so it's like, if you're driving on that during rush hour, definitely pack your patience. Otherwise, you're going to have a really bad time. Right now, it's like it'll be well over by the time this video goes up, but I've been watching a lot of the Olympics. Because yeah, right now that car is loud. The Summer Olympics are going on right now. They're being held in Paris this year, where the last Summer Olympics were held in Tokyo, in Japan. So yeah, the Summer Olympics are every 4 years, and then 2 years from now will be the Winter Olympics, which I think I saw that's being held in northern Italy. So the Olympics are always really fun to watch. You got all kinds of different sporting activities. It's like it's a cool way for the whole world to come together, to compete in very cool events. This section here, this is Ann Arbor Road. Got access over to Plymouth. So if we're going over to Plymouth, you're going to want to get off here at this exit. Be a lot of different fun events to watch. Like, I could name them all, but it'd be kind of hard to do that by memory. But of course, it's been really enjoyable watching, of course, all the different soccer or association football. It's like here in the United States and also in Canada, it's called soccer, where in the rest of the world, it's called football. So it's fun watching that. Of course, there's tennis, there's volleyball, whether it's like indoor volleyball or beach volleyball. There's also gymnastics, there's swimming, diving, golf, also track and field events. There's even boxing, weightlifting, also wrestling. And also there's basketball too, so that's been a lot of fun to watch. It's like we're pretty much halfway through the Olympics already, and got another week's left, or week remaining of some fun competitions to watch. And yeah, look at the backup over the other side. So this is the big interchange here. This is the interchange for I-96 East going into Livonia and into downtown Detroit. But from here, going west, that turns into M14, and M14 will head out toward Ann Arbor. And I-96 will then join with I-275 at this oncoming, or at this on-ramp here. So starting here to the end of this video, I-275 will now run concurrent with I-96. And passing, as we pass over 5 Mile, we're now entering the city limits for Livonia. Because this is also I-96, this is the busiest stretch of 275. Because they have a lot of different activity going on here in Western Livonia and also in Northville. Because they got a lot of hotels, department stores, restaurants. Over at 6 Mile. Heck, there's a Laurel Place Mall, which is the indoor shopping mall. It's just a half a mile to the east of here on 6 Mile over by Newburgh. And of course, there's more stuff at 7 Mile and also, especially at 8 Mile. More so if you go west toward Haggerty Road. But there's also a Dave & Buster's at 7 Mile, and that guy was awfully gutsy. this area can get quite busy. And then what'll be coming up in a few minutes is that we'll be getting to the end of I-275, and that's where things will get interesting. And right now they're doing construction on I-96 West and I-696. To avoid any slowdowns that could be coming up. And we're getting the evening, so it's not too bad. Oh yeah, there's the Dave & Buster's over there to the right. Yeah, things are getting a little slow right here too. I need to get over anyway. So what I'm probably going to do to make things easy is that I'm going to go to the M5 North exit, because that's the one way which you can take right now as I'm filming this video, which does not go into road construction. So I'll go that way to keep me sane. And this exit here is for 8 Mile Road. Yep, the same 8 Mile Road that you hear about, of course, with the movie 8 Mile starring Eminem. And crossing over 8 Mile, we're entering Farmington Hills and also Oakland County. In fact, we're even going to see a little lane closure on 275 and 96 coming up. It's for the I-96 construction. Because they're doing construction on I-96 from the big interchange coming up where we'll be concluding things, going all the way to like the area near Kensington Metro Park. So if you're going to want to go I-96 West, you're going to be in the left 2 lanes, or technically in the left lane right now, because the far left lane is currently closed. The right lane, and eventually is going to be right 2 lanes, will go to I-696 East as well as M5 East going toward Detroit. And then this lane is for M5 going north up toward the northern parts of Novi and Commerce Township. So I'll mention this at the end of the video here, but so originally I-275 was supposed to go all the way up to I-75 up in the Clarkston area, but because there's so much development that's gone on in Commerce Township, West Bloomfield, White Lake Township, Waterford Township, up in Clarkston area, that will never happen ever. So I-275 is basically will end here and stay that way. But yeah, this is technically the end of I-275 over here. Because as I was, again, just saying, it will not continue any further north than this. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video here on I-275 North, going from where it begins at I-75 down near Monroe, Michigan, or Frenchtown Township, going all the way up to I-696 and I-96 West up here in Farmington Hills, Michigan. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that we don't miss out any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott, or the Scottman, signing out.